Warning. This show contains strong language and topics that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Taking talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me laid face down. Your head by the sword in your eye.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. I'm a what? I am Andy Kwan, and with me as always is Liam Dunn.
So, yesterday, Andy decided to come and visit me in London. And oh wait, sorry, should we introduce the other guy before I start the story?
Yes, we also have Sam Brooks.
Hey, howdy, hey, kids. Tell your fucking story, Liam.
So, we were in London. Andy came down to London to see me, because, you know, it's me, I'm pretty awesome. So, I decided to show him the Harry Potter shop in King's Cross. And as we walk in, to the left of us it's for some reason it's a framed picture of Dobby. And I just said really loudly in front of everyone, I went, "Andy, it's you!" And then the girl behind us started laughing, and I nearly got Andy's streak broken, I think, because of that.
How?
That's one of
Because
the
she
greatest
thought it was
stories you've
funny!
ever told, Liam.
She thought it was funny.
It's
Fucking top quality, mate. Brilliant
yeah,
story.
great. Compare me to an ugly-looking fucking tiny thing. Great.
No, it's
Liam.
not. Look, people
Nothing
started
gets
crying
girls
when
fucking wear
no,
in fucking
people started
Dobby.
crying in the film when he died.
Oh,
I didn't. I thought he was this prick.
Dobby
But
must get laid. That's not what happens.
I think that's what happens in the porno version of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, but,
The what now?
the deathly vagina.
Anyway, speaking of deathly vaginas, which NXT coach is in the shit list, Andy?
It's Bill DeMott because he is a cunt, and Bill DeMott has been accused of physical, racial, and homophobic misconduct. You know, the three things you probably shouldn't have when you're in a fucking job. The allegations come from Austin
Mattelson.
whatever,
Fuck's
who
sake.
previously wrestled at NXT as Judas Devlin, and he was backed up by Ryan Nemeth, the younger brother of Dolph Ziggler, who has previously been in developmental. So here's some highlights from a letter that he said. Bill DeMott says that if you write a letter to Human Resources, you get called a faggot. Constant injuries look bad to the office, and if you go to work hurt, you fear being fired if you don't work hurt. And these injuries were caused by physical injury due to imprudent coaching. So basically, Coach DeMott cannot coach. The guy who wrote the letter was like, "I can do parkour," so Bill DeMott was like, "Do a takedown, let go of him, and do a backflip, and then go back on him." Like, no, that doesn't make sense. And he wasn't properly warmed up. He also watched and participated in drills that was hazardous to their safety. People had landed on their fucking heads and necks, and lucky not to be seriously injured. And people just kept landing on their head because Bill DeMott obviously can't train people. And what's this guy's name again? Austin Mattelson also talks about working in an unprofessional work environment. Here's some of the great fucking quotes that this fucking jebend Bill DeMott has said.
You're gonna love these, ladies and gentlemen. These are fucking quality.
DeMott constantly refers to Oliver Gray as Joel Pedophile because when Dante Dash... These names are awful. I bet DeMott came up with shit. When Dante Dash referred to his finishing move as Davey Boy, it was utilized by the late Davey Smith, who died tragically. Coach DeMott makes a following comment. "Why Davey Boy? What, turning blue and dropping dead on the lawn?" So he's making fun of dead people. Speaking of wishing people were dead, Coach DeMott also said that he wished Coach DeMott said that he wished Enzo Amore hopes he dies.
Brilliant. The most over fucking guy in your developmental league. Yeah, I hope you die.
That's nice.
I hope you just die.
DeMott told the entire morning class and Ricky Steamboat's class to kill themselves just days after they tolled the bell 10 times for the late Mike Graham, a former FCW wrestler who committed suicide.
Terrible.
Genius.
He routinely will attempt. Well, this is like the letter he wrote at the time. So he routinely will attempt to bust students' lip on the bottom rope when they stand too close to the ring. Great. And on several occasions, he pushed students for mistakes in practice by making them bend forward, putting their face to the rope so that Coach DeMott can bounce the rope off the bridge of their nose. The second letter has also come out, saying pretty much the similar stuff, from Kevin Matthews, who was originally a developmental talent with WWE. And he says that his biggest concern was his safety. At the time, he had a head injury, and Bill DeMott was kind enough to slap him on the top of the head. Because that's how fucking things get cured. That's great. And he was lucky that his head injury wasn't too serious. His negligence in the situation may have worsened his injury. He also talks about how Coach DeMott was constantly bullying them by either physically or calling them gay, by calling them faggots. And on numerous occasions, he was just basically smacking people for no fucking reason. And, yeah, it just gets worse from here.
So, in light of these fucking, reports, that are in fact old reports, they came out, several years ago, but they've only just come to the public light, you gotta beg yourself a question. Is that the way that things are run now, especially when pretty much half of NXT is made up of indie veterans who don't need to do fucking squats on the top rope, because they know how to fucking do matches and stuff from their times in pretty much around the entire world. So, is this maybe a thing that's still continuing, or was this maybe just a dark period in the developmental leagues?
And I think Bill DeMott shouldn't be the head trainer anyway, because...
Oh no, God no. With the amount of people they have there training people, you have names like fucking Ricky Steamboat and Billy Gunn, who have all been positive influences since joining the company. Why aren't they the head trainers instead of Hugh Morris?
Okay.
Hugh Morris. Who?
Goober WCW mid-carder, right? I don't get it. I understand it doesn't really matter if you're training people because all they need to learn is the basics. Fair enough, Bill could teach that, but being the head trainer is just the most ridiculous thing in the world, because what the fuck is he supposed to do to teach people charisma? He's about as charismatic as this fucking desk, right? He's got
He's about as wooden as that desk as well.
And as much personality.
But also, he's got no experience of actually being a main event talent.
This is the thing. This is the thing that I've always had a bit of a weird... I've never understood this. I can't understand how somebody like Bill DeMott, who, as you said, was a mid-carder in a company that died, is the head trainer of this company, supposed to be next generation of stars. I would have thought, and this is in a world where I expect these people to say yes, but I would have thought somebody like Stone Cold Steve Austin would be the head trainer. Literally the guy who carried the company during its biggest boom period in history. Could you imagine if he was the trainer? Why is it some guy who never made... I'll tell you, right? The first time I heard who Bill DeMott was fucking Tough Enough.
Yeah, and even then, that was fucking ridiculous. Why the fuck was he in, when you have, Trish Stratus?
Austin, I get it. Trish Stratus, I get it. Booker T, comedy factor. Bill fucking who?
That's kind of the thing, I can't remember who, I read a tweet that EC3 put out going...
Yeah, this was great. This is brilliant.
I think it was something along the lines of, I respect this business. I love this business. I would do anything. I've been in so much pain because of this business, but this guy is a jerk off, and it's some jerk off who doesn't know what he's doing shouldn't really be there.
This is the other thing, though. Okay,
yes, please go.
The actual tweet reads as follows: I love/sacrifice for pro wrestling. A heart can stretch me any day. A know-nothing dipshit slapping me when I'm concussed is different.
Yeah.
And that's fucking true. And then you have people like Joey Ryan speaking out and saying that DeMott is a bully, a racist, and a homophobe. And
he's
it's
the best person in life.
Yeah, Joey Ryan. Like, and you gotta think, yeah, sure, there might be some kind of exaggeration from the parts of these people, but there's at least like 5 people who have been under DeMott's training that have stated, DeMott isn't a great guy. And you have to think, they have to launch a new investigation into this, because apparently they already did that, and they found nothing. But I'm not surprised they found nothing when Bill DeMott is in the cushy with Triple H.
And the worst
But
thing
why
is
is he in the cushy with Triple H?
I don't
What
fucking
impact
know.
has he made in this company?
No clue. It's just politics backstage. They're obviously friends for some fucking reason. I don't know who want to be friends with Bill fucking DeMott.
I honestly think
but
what it is, I think the issue is that Bill DeMott was clearly, and he knows that he was a mid-carder that went nowhere in fucking WCW, which hasn't been relevant in, 14 years? So he's now head trainer of NXT. It's got to his head, and that's why he's acting this way. The way he's acting is almost as if he thinks he's running a fucking military camp. Guys, no, guys, putting it down to brass tacks here. Wrestling is not real. These people are playing characters. You do not have to try and teach them like you are a fucking army general putting them through drills.
They're not
Can
going
I stop
to
you there for a second? I'm sorry, Andy. I need to stop you there because a drill sergeant would never lay hands on anyone and physically assault them.
They
Good
just
point.
shout at them.
Good point. But you
They wouldn't
understand
tell
what I'm
them
saying.
to go and commit suicide.
You understand what I'm saying, though.
No, yeah, of course. And it's like, sure, but they need to be able to do these things. And of course, however you get them to learn it is your business. But you shouldn't have to fucking call them a faggot or slap them where they're injured or fucking, in some cases, cause them injuries.
None of
That's
these
just
things
backwards thinking.
None of these things are acceptable in 2015. They're just not. Like, if this happened in any other company, anywhere else, on Earth, this guy would have been sacked. He's a shithead. He's a cunt. He's a bully. He's a wanker. He's a stupid waste of human fucking resource. Why don't you go top yourself, you stupid cunt? Because, like, no one should ever think the way he fucking does in this fucking day and age. And there's people like Jericho who are like, oh, hey, you know, I fucking got stretched out and beaten and fucking shit like that when I was fucking training. But it was a different time. It was a different fucking era. Like, people didn't know what a fucking concussion was. You got concussed, you go out there the next fucking night. No one understood in the 90s about any of this shit. We're in a different fucking age. You can't call someone a fucking faggot.
No, it's not even that.
Cunt.
It's not even that. One, it's politically incorrect what he's doing. He's calling them homophobic, racial slurs. This is in a time where this stuff doesn't matter, right? So you've got that. And secondly, it's just straight up bullying. Okay, so maybe the rite of passage for a wrestler is that they get the shit beaten out of them. Okay, but why slap someone when they're fucking concussed?
Yeah, I don't...
It's straight up bullying.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just like... a lot of the people that they're bringing in as well are, at the Performance Center, are not, like, they haven't worked in the indies and stuff, so they're like people who are like ex-football players, ex-models, like, they're athletes, but they're not, like, wrestling athletes.
No.
So it's like, oh, so they're going to come away from this thinking, this is how you become a wrestler. Well, fuck this shit, I'm off. And then they'll just be like, well, don't ever become a wrestler, guys, because this fucking jerk-off will fucking slap you silly when you're fucking concussed, and you could lead to a fucking hemorrhage or some other fucking shit because he's a fucking dipshit. Like, this idiot is a liability to your company. But it just shows how fucked up this piece of shit is. It's great. It's like, it's completely corporate, and there's like fucking levels and hierarchy, all this shit. But this fucking company is just a Mickey Mouse circus run piece of shit. How somehow this idiot's still employed, and you're not corporate, you're just a fucking circus, because it's just run by fucking plebs. It really is.
And I think that's the best way that you can put it.
It's just a Mickey Mouse. It's like they pretend to be all corporate, when in actual fact, it's just, it's fucking a poorly run piece of shit.
And it can't. This cannot be just. Oh, I mean, we've said that these allegations have reared their head from the past. This cannot be just a disgruntled ex-employee. It's a number of different people from over a period of time. It's too much of a coincidence. You don't think Ethan Carter 3 and a bunch of other people just got into a room together and just went, "I've got a great idea, guys. Let's screw over a WCW mid-carder."
Yeah, right. And the thing is as well, the guy, Ethan Carter III, like fucking Derek Bateman, literally has no reason really to get involved in this because he's working for another fucking company now. He has literally no reason to get involved in this shit, but he is. What the fuck does that tell you?
And it's interesting that you say that because people who have come out about the whole Bill DeMott thing include names such as, I'm going to focus on these two, Kenny Omega and Doc Gallows, who are currently working for New Japan Pro Wrestling as part of a Bullet Club. These two people have pretty much opposite opinions. Kenny Omega can vouch for the fact that Bill DeMott has favoritism, runs things like it's a fucking MMA training camp as opposed to a wrestling training camp.
No, but it's not like an MMA training camp.
Exactly, and that's why DeMott shouldn't train them like that. And then you have people like Doc Gallows come out and say, and I quote, Bill DeMott was a great trainer and teacher of young men growing into the wrestling biz. Who are we meant to believe here? Why would Doc Gallows come out and say that when he has pretty much no holding over the WWE, and they have no holding over him because he's in the Bullet Club?
Like,
he's moved on from their races now. Why would he say that?
The fact that there are accusations, and yes, WWE've issued a statement saying they looked into it, but there was no...
fucking haven't, because fucking Ryan Nemeth or Brady Pierce, the younger brother of Dolph Ziggler, said he was never contacted about it. And he's one of the people who vouched for Bill DeMott getting fucking fired.
Mickey Mouse promotion.
What the fuck are we meant to believe? This is all just a whole kind of shitstorm at the moment. There's no clear fucking thing about it. It's just something that maybe, hopefully, something will come from the WWE in a few days. Because if there are this many people spreading bad publicity about one of their talents, they have to speak up in some form, surely.
If this goes mainstream, they are fucked.
Unless, of course, they fire him and make good with everybody.
That's... You know, I mean, like...
Just put fucking Ricky Steamboat as the head trainer. Problem solved.
Just don't have...
You can afford to cut the one guy, surely.
No, they just make Norman Smiley like the fucking head trainer.
Oh, god damn it.
I don't get this. I don't get this at all. I don't get it. Like...
Speaking of broken pieces of shit, is Rey Mysterio gone from the WWE yet?
Yes, he's finally gone.
Hallelujah.
So basically, his original contract had expired last year, but the company enforced a rare clause that forces talent to stay and make up for extended injury time. But this caused considerable tension between the two parties, and Rey refused to play ball. WWE wanted him to wrestle or take an ambassador role, but he only made a few appearances in the past few months. Conan and the Mexican promotion AAA have been pushing a hashtag Free Rey campaign, which has finally seemed to pay off. Now he's expected to go to AAA, Lucha Underground, and Select Independence, and he has all sorts of non-wrestling projects.
Have you guys not seen the promotional pictures from the press conference of him at AAA?
No, I haven't seen these.
There's pictures of him with I think it's a AAA press conference where he's with Sin Cara and Alberto Del Rio. Did I just make this up? I swear I saw this.
No, I think I know what you mean now.
Been there. I just haven't seen the photos myself.
Right, what did I mean, Andy?
Yeah, there's a photo of Alberto Del Rio and Rey Mysterio because they're going to have a match in AAA.
Oh, they're having a match in AAA?
I think so.
Now, here's the thing, though. If Rey Mysterio is so injured that he can't fulfill his TV dates, how the fuck is he going to wrestle a match with Alberto Del Rio in another promotion? That just doesn't make sense to
El
me.
Patron.
Alberto El Patron, I'm sorry.
Get it right,
El
damn
Patron. Versus Rey Mysterio, or whatever his fucking new name's going to be.
No, he must own the rights to his own name.
What's Rick Mysterious doing in the Impact Zone?
What's
Ron Mysterious Rick?
What's Mysterious Ron doing in the Impact Zone?
Mysterious Ron.
Mysterious Ron.
Mexican
That
Mike
sounds like a fucking crazy guy in the office. Oh, it's Mysterious Ron. What's he going to do this week?
Who's that jumping? I'm nicking other podcast jokes, but I just... Who cares? It's Rey Mysterio at this point. Like, who cares?
Yeah, he really hasn't been relevant since...
I don't understand why they were
the
keeping him there.
mid-2000s.
Why were they keeping him there? This is
Because
bullshit
the reason
thing
why
does.
they were keeping Rey Mysterio around was for two major reasons, or at least this is my theory. One, it's the Hispanic views. Don't forget, Alberto Del
He's never
Rio
on TV.
was... Well, this is the thing. Alberto Del Rio was meant to be taking the ball from there, and so was Sin Cara, specifically Sin Cara, but Sin Cara kind of dropped the ball a little bit. Not a little
landing on
bit.
his head a
He,
lot of the
he
time.
botched the ball. I don't know how that was possible, but he
burst
botched
the
it.
ball.
They gave him the ball, and he
He
just...
tripped over it.
He
He somehow managed to fucking swallow it, and they had to take him to hospital and be like, oh, for fuck's sake.
So he botched the ball, and so they were keeping Mysterio because Hispanic people only like Hispanic people because they're racist to other people.
Oh, it must be that case. I've never seen a Hispanic man who's a fan of John Cena. No
I mean,
way.
it's clearly why Bad News Barrett is still around because we're British, he's the only person we relate to.
Yeah, really.
But on top of that, he was also a big merchandise seller, and then again that goes into what Sin Cara. Sin Cara was meant to be getting the torch, but he fucking botched the torch by setting his head on fire or something. I don't know. So
He set merchandise on fire and they couldn't sell it.
no, that's not what you meant to do, Sin Cara.
God damn it, Sin Cara. That's not
Oh,
what we meant.
this merchandise is going to be the hottest thing ever, isn't it, Sin Cara?
We're
Yeah,
literally
it's on
burning
fire.
through the Sin Cara stock. Just burning through it.
Our stock is so hot. Oh no, it's actually on fire.
Sin Cara, your shirts, honestly, they're going to be the best thing ever. I think what you should do, Sin Cara, to really ensure that your shirts are authentic, we want you to design it. Okay, I'll make a t-shirt and it'll look like I'm standing on a penis.
No, he's asked to design a t-shirt and he designs a fucking pair of trousers or something because he just does it.
No, I know what
Like,
they've
no, Sin Cara,
There
not
was-
wrestling tights, a
there was-
t-shirt.
There was I know what he was talking about. There was a fucking discontinued Sin Cara shirt. That at the bottom it looked like it was just a dick.
God
the
damn
bottom.
it, really?
Do you
I
not
didn't
know this,
about
Sam?
Oh my god, how did you not know this?
How have you not known this? This is what I was referring to.
It's dick shirt. It's Sin
Because
Cara's
I don't
dick
look up
shirt.
pictures of shirts with dicks on
And the
them.
worst thing is,
Dick Cara.
Sin Cara looks like he's
You do
made out of
what?
splooge.
No, it's like gold splooge. Gold spaff. It's gold spaff.
It's gonna be what happens when the streak ends. It's gonna be like golden spaff. We're like, oh my god, it's a miracle.
Are you gold dust? Why are you spaffing gold?
It is you, gold.
What the fuck?
What?
Anyway,
Did you
moving on.
notice that awkward pause of where me and Sam were just like, the fuck did he just say?
But
You
those,
seriously referenced Austin Powers in 2015?
you said gold spaff. How else is gold spaff besides from the streak ending gonna come out?
It's Gold Dust's weird cousin, obviously. Gold
Gold
Spaff.
spaff. It's Barry dressed as Gold Dust.
So we got Dusty Dust, Barry Dust, Spaff Dust, which is like the same person, and Stardust.
I think Gold Spaff.
That would be the best thing to create in Sims.
Imagine the family reunion.
Oh god.
I could just imagine, like, they're all dressed like it, and just like, oh yeah, we've got Gold Spaff coming.
Oh, hello.
And then you have Cody Rhodes in the corner being like, why the fuck am I part of his family?
What happened? Just generally, Cody Rhodes just being, the fuck just happened?
He's just a common man, Dusty Dust.
It's only spaff and mirrors.
Oh.
Oh god!
Oh Jesus. That's gonna be on the internet forever now. You do realize that, Sam?
Coming from you, Mr. I like to lick ass.
Don't forget, he also sang in Kozlov's voice.
That's
Which apparently,
personal-
if no one knew, actually cost him his relationship with his girlfriend.
I don't.
So yeah,
I don't know that for certain, but my ex-girlfriend listened to it and looked at me disapprovingly, and then she broke up with me like a month later.
a month. That's
But
quite
I
a while.
I didn't see her for like 2 weeks.
That's quite a big
after that.
gap between incidents, Andy.
Okay, well,
Was the fact that you constantly went spaff not some sort of indication as to
No, I
why?
never said spaff back then because I didn't know what spaff was until. And anyway, moving on.
Wait, hang
Probably
on,
why
you
she
didn't
broke
know
up
what
with you,
spaff
because you
was?
didn't
When
know
were
what
you
spaff
dating her?
was.
When you were 5?
What?
How do you not know what spaff is?
But I know what spaff is now, but I didn't know.
So when you
been
wanked,
educated.
you were like, "What is this white stuff?
I know,
It's all
I
sticky."
know what semen is, you stupid asshole. I mean,
Just imagine the first time he's masturbating, he's done, and he's like, ah!
Oh my god, it's everywhere! Mom!
I'm broken. I'm leaking some weird oil. Ah!
Mom, Dad, help!
What's wrong, son? Ah!
Oh, Jesus!
I think I'm broke.
This is the most disgusting conversation we've had.
It's
Oh
funny 'cause
my
it's
god.
not, right. It's not
Andy?
true because the spaff thing, right? Is my ex.
Are we actually going into this?
Why do you care?
I don't know. I feel like the world needs to know that I know what spaff is because I keep saying it in 15 seconds.
Yeah, this gentleman went for a job interview and he wonders why he didn't get it when he says, "I feel the world needs to know I know what spaff is." So let's just Google this Andrew Kwan. I want the world to know I know what spaff is. Brilliant. Okay.
He's
Clearly not hiring this guy.
For this esteemed company, we must hire him.
I have a degree. Brilliant. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're done, right? We were hanging out in a cafe and it was just like, I have a degree. It's fucking brilliant.
That's
Yeah,
the worst fucking story I've ever heard.
Speaking of the worst story you're ever going to hear, Triple H and Stephanie have been added to the board of directors. So yeah, that's the thing. Well, I'm the game, and I'm on the board with my wife, Stephanie McMahon, and I sit at a table now with Vince. Have some fun, damn it, McMahon.
I have to point out that this is literally word for word what is written in the Word document right now. So he just read that word for word because he typed it out earlier. Fucking brilliant, Andy. Well done.
I'm a comedic genius.
So what the fuck does this mean for the company? Probably nothing because they already had a majority of the hold over what happens.
No, literally,
so
they just sit at a table now.
they just have tables now.
They just sit at a table with Kevin Dunn, and that's it. And then
Stephanie, get the table! Because we've got some contracts to sign.
It's funny how we both said that at the same time.
That is
Yeah.
quite funny. The irony.
Great minds think alike, eh?
Exactly. Not thinking about fucking spaff.
I know, right? I don't care about this conversation anymore.
So,
Samoa Joe! He's now at Ring of Honor, but it's WWE still calling. Samoa Joe made his Ring of Honor return. Oh, it's a typical Andy fucking transition. Great. Samoa Joe made his Ring of Honor return at the 13th anniversary pay-per-view in Las Vegas. But he may not be there forever, as the Wrestling Observer says that he's expected to sign an NXT/WWE deal soon. Guys, what's Samoa Joseph doing in NXT, damn it?
no idea, but apparently, right, I don't know why it isn't on the docket, but he only has 5 dates with Ring of Honor before he's done with that company. He's only going to be there 5 times, so it's pretty safe to assume at this point that he will be in NXT by the end of the year. I'm excited, guys. I don't know how you feel, but I actually like Samoa Joe's work. I think NXT could do with another guy of that caliber. He's been not even an indie darling. He's been in TNA for nearly 10 years. That's a good accolade to have to your NXT roster.
So, what will his name be?
Is that really your fucking big concern, what his name's going to be?
Joseph! It's
Hawaiian.
like Kevin Owens, but they have to call him Joseph.
That's really not what that's like, Andy.
Okay, Joe Samoa.
Hawaiian Jim. There you go. His name's going to be Hawaiian Jim.
There we go. Hawaiian Jim.
Hawaiian Jim doing in the fucking Full Sail University, guys. I don't...
Jim's gonna kill you. Jim's gonna.
This is awesome. He hasn't done anything yet, you idiots.
TNA sucks. TNA sucks.
But I don't know what I'd see him doing in the WWE if he did go there. I mean, he could fulfill the role that Rhino and Brian Kendrick have been doing, where they're basically, like, not officially there to be developed, they're just there to help other people develop. Like Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Hideo Itami, whoever. But at the same time, he could have a run with a title if they really wanted to.
I'm shocked they just wouldn't just call him up straight away. Does he need developing for fuck? No, he doesn't. He doesn't need developing.
It's
And
not about him developing. It's about him helping to develop other people.
I would just rather him be on the main roster.
Oh, of course, but I just don't really see
I
how.
prefer Samoa Joe on the main roster than Sting. Talk about TNA. Oh god, we were in Forbidden Planet, which is like a shop in central London that sells like, I don't know, like superhero stuff and
Nerd stuff.
yeah, basically. So I didn't want to say it, but
You all know who we are. It's fine.
Wait, hang on. Why did you not want to say it? As if nerd is just as bad as the N word.
no.
What you mean?
Wait,
That N
Andy
word?
did not freak out.
You can't say that.
Oh, it's so funny. But anyway,
I literally just froze. I was like,
so you're in Forbidden Planet, yeah? What's the end of this fucking story?
He just wanted to point that out. He was just like, yeah, we went to just randomly in the middle of a news story.
And then like Liam, like every 5 seconds was just going, TNA icon stan.
Wait, hang on. No. You've missed out a very key point to that story.
I'm sensing
You-
a theme here with Andy's storytelling is that you can't tell a story properly.
That's what you were doing. Like Matt Morgan, genetically stuck.
Hang on.
genetically-
Wait, it wasn't just me here. There was two of us.
I wasn't doing that.
So two idiots were in Forbidden Planet talking like an African man saying wrestling names.
Yes.
What do you do in your spare time, guys?
Try and get Andy to break the streak, basically.
Oh,
By
yeah,
saying Matt Morgan in Forbidden
No.
Planet.
It's Matt Morgan.
Matt Morgan.
Genetically
I don't care.
stacked. Genetically packed.
Cut
TNA's Matt
Angel.
Morgan.
Cut Angel.
It's funny that we'd rather do this than talk about why Brock Lesnar walked out.
Oh god! So there are 2 rumors as why Brock left, because I don't fucking care anymore. Is it UFC? It's clearly he's going. It is believed that it may have something to do with merchandise and his merchandise, and they're refusing to talk about it until he signs an extension. Since it's WrestleMania season, he could be losing out on a fair chunk of money. One rumor that started on Reddit, not by that Mets fan forever. Why do you support Mets? They suck. There's a rumor that claims that Roman Reigns failed a drug test, which apparently has been disproven.
If you go to
So-
suplah.com, there's quite a lengthy article that explains why it's disproven.
that was one of the things, and Lesnar was really pissed off, and but Reigns hasn't failed a drug test, so it's probably to do with merchandise.
And I don't know why you put that last point on the docket if it's been disproved.
Brilliant.
I found
Journalism.
that on the Wrestling Truth site today.
Oh yeah, sure. Blame Keelan.
I will blame whoever I blame.
What?
Blame. I'm tired. Okay, I haven't had a good day today. It hasn't been. Fun.
I'm sorry, Andy. What do you want? Sympathy?
Yes.
No. So anyway, right? Brock Lesnar walking out because of merchandise. Oh fucking well.
But
As you
Brock-
say, he's going to be gone after WrestleMania anyway. Why do we care?
Brock was at the last UFC event,
Great, good for him. He's allowed to go to UFC events. Who knew?
but he was sat with Dana White and stuff.
Great,
And
good for him.
in a press conference, I think, in a press conference straight after the event, I think the last question was to do with Brock. And Dana's like, yeah, once his contract ends, we'll talk to him, and just smiles like a Cheshire cat going, He's
Well,
coming
to be
back.
fucking fair, why wouldn't he go back to UFC? Like,
Like,
his diverticulitis is, I think, gone now, so there's nothing kind of holding him back from being 100% in that company. And he knows very well that he is a big draw. Like, the biggest UFC pay-per-view events have had Brock Lesnar's name attached to them. So, out of all his options, which include Bellator, fucking other wrestling companies, I would go to UFC.
I wouldn't be shocked if he left. And thinking about it, a Ronda Rousey, not Ronda Rousey versus Brock Lesnar, because that would
I was
never
going to say, no. I know intergender fights are cool, but
No,
Dude,
they don't.
no.
In UFC. But the thing is, like a Ronda Rousey fight and a Brock Lesnar fight on the same card would probably be the biggest thing. For
money. Money,
Money, money, money, fucking terrible. That's a WWE theme song for you. Complete shit.
Sung by us. We made it worse.
We made it better.
You made it
Sure,
worse.
okay.
Money, 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 money.
So, Roman Reigns is winning at WrestleMania then.
Fuck off.
Deal with it, Andy.
There's a picture.
Andy, he's ready. He can do it.
It's not.
And there's no other option. So
There are other options. There's
You
always
can't put-
other options.
you cannot put Daniel Bryan in for a second time when
Yes,
he
you
hasn't.
can.
No,
Yes, you can.
not when you need to build a future for your company,
know
not
this is
someone who's new.
I know this is extremely smarky, and I know what it comes off like because I've seen the comments for the last two clips. Like Andy's just a smarky dickhead, but I don't
It's
care.
true, to be fair, though.
No, right. It makes sense. It makes more sense, and
Sorry, how does building a future around a guy who's been wrestling for a decade make more sense than a guy who's been wrestling for 5 years and could easily make money and carry a company for longer than Daniel Bryan can? I'm not saying it's a question of wrestling ability. I'm saying it's a question of planning ahead. And if you want to plan ahead, you should invest in the guy who is...
But they
Most
didn't,
quick
right? But
for
they
it.
didn't fucking put like even with Cena. Dare I say it? Even with Cena, they had a gradual build with him. They gradually built Cena up, right?
Sorry, what have they
feuded
been doing with Roman Reigns since he
No.
debuted? They've been gradually building him up.
No. You're missing.
Yes, they have,
Cena
Andy.
won the US title first, doing some like he picked up
Roman
the Big Show's
Reigns won the
first time,
tag champs first.
and
He was a
then
tag team champion in the
and
Shield.
then Cena the next year won the WWE title. It took 2 years to build
Reigns
up.
won the tag titles a year ago.
No.
Yes.
Tag titles are irrelevant. They're crap. They're penny.
According to you, so is the fucking US title. What's your point?
Back then, that belt meant something. But
Back then. This isn't back then. This is now.
Roman should probably had a more established single run first before being pushed.
Singles run, yes, but I agree with that, I will say. But when it comes down to it, Brock is leaving. You need a guy to hold the title that isn't John Cena.
But they shouldn't have put the belt on a guy that was leaving then. That's
Well,
just
that's another issue entirely. We can't undo that. We have to think about what's happening now. And what's happening now, Brock Lesnar is on the cusp of leaving because he has bitching about his merchandise issues. Roman Reigns is ready.
Nope.
He's young. He's able to fucking carry a match with Lesnar if he has to. Because, contrary to your beliefs, Andy, he can wrestle. If
No,
you
I'm
watch
not
the
saying
main
he can't
cast-
wrestle. I just don't think he's
You
ready.
repeatedly say that he can't wrestle. Has your opinion changed since we last spoke?
No, I'm not saying he
Hey,
can't.
I'm a wrestling fan. I can change my opinion at any point.
No,
Ah.
you
I'm
misinterpreted.
a smart.
Shut up, right?
Oh, I like this guy until you start actually
You-
pushing him as a babyface, at which point I hate this guy.
No. You misinterpreted the point.
What is the
Stone
point,
Cold
Andy?
Steve Austin himself said that every match needs a ring general, right? Someone who's like a veteran who can dictate the pace of the match, where the match is heading, and all that. I'm basing this off Austin, right? The biggest superstar of our fucking time, okay? So
You're saying that a match needs to have someone who's had wrestling experience?
Brock can't dictate a match because he did last year at WrestleMania.
Do
Because
you know how much can change in a year, Andy? He's probably gotten better at that aspect.
I don't. Oh yeah, if you appear like fucking 3 times a year and do nothing else, yeah, good, yeah, brilliant.
Oh yeah, because when he gets home, he literally sits on his ass and doesn't train at all, ever. Yep.
But no, I mean like in a wrestling match, if you only wrestle 3 times a year, how much experience can you really gain from that?
When you
Compared
wrestle
to
with
someone
people
like
like
Daniel
John
Bryan,
Cena and The
who goes on the road
Undertaker
and
and
fucking
Seth
dies.
Rollins, I think you could get some good experience when you're wrestling with the right people.
I just don't get it.
Look at the match ratings that Lesnar has had recently. That match of a Rumble was a great match. But dare I say 5 stars. It got a high rating from fucking Meltzer of all people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
was
but
a
fucking
good
Meltzer's a
match,
dick.
but I guarantee you that it was not. Brock was like, right, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do
Well,
this.
no, it wasn't all Brock. It was down to those 3 people. But what I'm saying is, there has been a window for Brock to improve and become a ring general.
You know what made
And
that
hey-
match? You know what that made that triple threat match really good?
What?
It's because you had a different bunch of a different group of styles. Like you had Seth Rollins, who's quick, Cena's like a brawler, and then Brock, who's Brock. And you had
It's
all
just
those
Brock. That's his style now.
Yeah.
Just Brock.
just fucking annihilate. So basically, you had all these different styles meshed together. Basically, you just have Vince McMahon's ultimate fantasy of tall versus tall, and it's gonna be boring as fuck.
They have tall.
And the thing is,
Hey, I admit the WrestleMania match may not be as good as, say, other previous main events, or hell, even other Lesnar matches, but the key thing to remember is that if Roman Reigns does win the world title at WrestleMania, Brock is gone. Like, there's no question of that. There's no need for him to hang around anymore. He's gone. So that leaves Roman Reigns. Who's he going to feud with? Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, John Cena,
Actually,
Daniel Bryan.
actually, rumors have reported that with Sheamus returning, they actually want to turn him heel and push him as a major heel. So there is a chance that actually his first feud could be against Sheamus.
Yeah, and speaking of Sheamus, you say a guy who isn't ready. Sheamus won the fucking world title within a year of his debut.
yeah, but that wasn't.
Remember when that
either,
happened?
was it? No,
But the point I'm saying is, if Roman is the champion, the people who he's going to be having matches with are people that he can learn from, people who he can help build his own career with.
the belt
So it's
doesn't
not all-
make someone for the last fucking time.
I'm not saying that the belt will make somebody. The belt doesn't magically give him fucking He-Man powers.
No,
I'm
but
saying
I'm saying no.
that the
I'm
people
saying
he is going to feud with, those people, the Daniel Bryans and the Sheamuses and the fucking Seth Rollinses, they will teach him what they can personally bring to the table to help Reigns become better and improve himself.
and then he should win the title, not
No.
fucking.
It's gotten to the point where you need somebody, and they've obviously picked Roman Reigns. And
Why?
that's the final thing.
Brian
Because
is not
I've
over.
said that-
The fans boo the shit out of him. They boo the shit out of Roman Reigns, and Carmine said I was insane on the bite size for thinking this, right? I guarantee you, mark my fucking words, on this exact fucking moment, mark it down, write it down. Roman Reigns will be booed so badly at the fucking WrestleMania because it is. You've got people from all over the world who are like the smarkiest cunts on earth. They will boo the living shit out of Roman Reigns, and then when he wins the belt, inevitably, and fucking he comes out on Raw, they're gonna boo the shit out of him again, and you will have a fucking literally replace Roman Reigns with Goldberg, and you literally have the exact same fucking match at WrestleMania 20 where people are booing and they just fucking hate. They hate Lesnar because he's going to leave, and they're going to hate Roman because it's fucking Roman Reigns, and he shouldn't even be in that fucking position yet because he's not ready, and it was someone else who's more over, who could actually have a better match, and it would actually be a bigger moment. But fuck it, what the fuck do I know? I'm just
Have
a
you
fucking
actually
paying
been
customer
listening
who's
to
paying for the
anything we've been
network.
talking about for like 10 minutes now? Have you
Yes,
literally
but
just
I don't-
ignored everything?
But they're gonna boo him. They're gonna boo
But
the
you
shit
think they're going to... Yes, they're going to boo him, but are they booing Roman Reigns, the athlete, or are they booing the idea that Roman Reigns is being pushed down
I've
our
had a
throats?
problem with the idea being there. I don't mind Roman Reigns. I think Roman's all right. I think he's.
So then what is the problem, Andy?
I don't want him winning the belt yet. I want Bryan at the main event at WrestleMania. That's it.
You had that last year.
I'm sorry. The Rock wrestled 3 fucking main events in a fucking row.
Daniel Bryan is not The Rock.
Daniel Bryan is the second most over person in the company. The Rock was the second most over person in the company.
And The Rock was wrestling 20 years ago. Times have changed.
No, but
Yes, they have, Andy. Things are different now. You need to build the future. And that's what they're doing with Roman Reigns.
Bryan now. They like Bryan now.
And you had Bryan's
Have to
moment.
strike
They're
while the
going to
iron
like Bryan
hot.
now when he eventually wins the IC title and gives meaning to that.
No, no.
He's not going to lose all of his fans just because he moves down to the mid-card, Andy. That's the stupidest thing I think I've ever heard you say.
No, he's not going to lose his. When have I ever said that? I'm just saying.
Last time when we talked, you were like, oh, if he moves down to the mid-card, he's going to be fucked forever. You literally said that.
Okay, that's because I was being irrational and not.
Unlike now.
No, I'm being rational now. He's not a mid-carder. He's a main eventer. He's the second biggest guy in your company.
I'm
if
sorry.
not the
The
first.
main eventer, when he gets to the main event, never moves out of the main event. He's always there. He never moves down to help build other people. God forbid.
Yeah, but they're
It's
not.
like saying as soon as you get to the main event, you never go anywhere beyond that. You just stay there. Well, maybe that's true for Cena, but that's not the point.
Yeah, no. Well, the only plus side to all this, and there's only one. Cena is not like the prominent guy. That's the only plus side to it. But he's going to destroy Rusev, and Rusev's career's over after WrestleMania. So.
Oh, no, come on, that's just stupid.
No, he'll be dead.
No.
He's fucked after WrestleMania. That's it.
No, I disagree.
No, he's going to get...
No, I disagree.
No, Rusev crush, and it won't happen, and then...
Rusev crush, and it might happen.
No. Cena's never going to lose at WrestleMania, ever.
Oh, I'm sorry, because he lost to The Miz that one time, he lost to The Rock that one time. Cena can lose at WrestleMania, Andy. It's happened before.
Okay, besides from those 2 other times. Okay,
He didn't win the...
90%
he didn't win his match at WrestleMania 24.
Yeah.
Point
Like-
is...
Come on, Andy. You're being way too cynical and way too smarky here. You need to think about it from another point of view. And then, maybe you won't hate everything.
Rusev is not going to win. Because the story...
What proof do you have of that, Andy?
Because it's just going to happen.
Because, yep, okay.
It's going to be the big WrestleMania moment for America.
It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen, guys. That's from the horse's mouth itself. It's
because
just going to happen.
No, because it's going to be like, that's going to be the WrestleMania moment. That's going to be like, for America, John Cena wins.
Hey, maybe Rusev has a WrestleMania moment because he's the young upcoming talent.
I have no faith in this company.
You never have faith in this company, and that's the problem.
Yeah, but Sam, I think after some of the stuff that they've pulled, our lack of faith isn't that disturbing, to be fair.
Oh, no, I completely understand that. I'm just saying it's ridiculous to have absolute zero faith and expect the worst scenario out of every single
It's not
scenario.
ridiculous.
Sam,
Liam,
this is the same company that said that Vince McMahon's illegitimate love child was Hornswoggle.
I remember that now. See what I mean?
this is the same company that made Daniel Bryan world champion last year.
Only because everyone was booing the fuck out of the event.
Yeah, so, yeah. You see what I mean?
But they still
This
do
is
the
the
right
same-
thing.
This is the
They,
same
no,
company
it's not that they
have
chose
fun.
to. It was pretty much they had to. Otherwise, no one was going to buy that WrestleMania.
This
And they
is the
knew
same
that.
company that tells me to have fun, damn it. What the fuck?
As much
Well-
as I'm glad that they gave Daniel Bryan a chance, the fact of the matter remains, they gave him that belt simply because of the backlash. And they very nearly made him into the put him into the main event this time because of the backlash. Very nearly happened. And I'm
But it didn't.
surprised that it didn't.
Because that is the thing that would make the most... If you didn't want to repeat last year, I can kind of understand that. But why can't you just have a scenario where you have Brian inserted in the damn thing, Rollins is like, hey, I'm the fucking architect. You know, it'd be a really good idea since no one else has ever done this before, and I will make fucking WrestleMania and Money in the Bank history. I'll cash in at WrestleMania. Then you have a
Or-
fucking fatal four-way.
No, not a fucking fatal four-way.
Why?
Why it would not make sense for Rollins, the snake, the chicken shit, to cash in before the match and have a
Yeah,
greater
he's
chance
got a point
of
there,
losing.
Sam. It's very
when
not
he could-
Sam.
But
Andy.
don't have Jay
He's
and
got a
Jay
very
security and shit.
Sam has got a good point. It's very out of
He's
character.
got the entire authority on his side.
Yeah, but it's still out of
So-
character.
Literally, all of the time Seth Rollins has attempted to cash in is after a match. It's not going to fit his character to be like, oh, hey, howdy, hey, I'm Seth Rollins, fuck John Stewart, I'm
There's
cashing in at
only
WrestleMania.
two
Dirt.
people. There's only two people that announced their matches ahead of time: Rob Van Dam and John Cena, and both of them are hardcore baby faces.
And look how well it did for them.
Although Van Dam did win, even though a month later he got hit with what was it? He got suspended.
Yep, smoke weed every day.
Smoke
weed every day.
And the world 420. No, is it 7? Is it 420? Those guys.
Fuck's sake, Andy.
720. No, what is it?
420, blaze it, you idiot.
I don't fucking smoke drugs, okay?
I am not into the
I
drug
don't
culture,
smoke
guys.
drugs. I drink drugs and I inhale it, but I don't smoke it, guys.
Sometimes I eat it and shove it up my ass, but never smoke it.
Fucking smoke it? No, that's too far.
Oh, what are you, a
You're
monster?
fucking crazy, guys.
You
Smoking
disgust
that
me.
shit.
Fuck off.
So on that note of shoving drugs up your anus, I think it's time we ended the show.
Guys, it's called analgesic. The pills go in your mouth, not in your butt. That is the greatest Scrubs quote ever. It's fucking hilarious.
Brilliant.
Great, thanks for that, Andy. That was literally
Point.
one of the best things that I've ever heard in my life. No, seriously, mate. No, honestly, just hear me out,
Oh
okay?
yeah, you yesterday was like wing job man. So shut the fuck up.
Wow, that's not even funny out of context.
Yeah, but, like you were like, imagine if you were a bird or something, and like fucking I don't know.
That's not even the story!
I can't tell stories.
So basically, what it was that I was
God,
saying,
how many
Andy,
stories are we going to tell this episode?
Andy,
Story
let me come
time.
into your interview with you. And he was like, no, because you'll ruin it. And I went, no, I'll be like a wingman. Like, for a job. Like a wing job man. And that's the story. And it's not funny. Even I could have told you that's not funny.
So on that note, I think it's time we end the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. So
Hang on, that's my job, Sam.
It was your job, but then I won co-host of the Year award, so...
Oh no! Don't turn into him.
Well, I'm being...
Yeah, don't turn
political
into me.
responsible
That's
here,
not a
it's
good
fine.
thing.
Yeah, he's telling you not to do it.
Well, maybe I want to sleep with 5 different women at a time.
Oh, shucky ducky, he just went there.
Oh my god, I just went there, oh my god.
They're all in my face, fam.
What the hell was that?
Oh, quack quack.
Sorry, did Booker T suddenly hit his head and become fucking mental...
Doctor, I think he's got a concussion. Quack,
Here's
quack,
in my
quack.
F5. My
Too
god,
far,
I'm
Blue.
Booker T.
Gonna be a tag team match. Oh god, he thinks he's Teddy Long.
Shucky Ducky!
Holla.
Tonight we're gonna have a tag team match. Let the Shucky Ducky pigeons loose. I think I
Oh
combined.
my god, we've gone insane.
This always happens at the end of every fucking episode.
Who have
because
we been?
wrestling drives you mental.
I think we realise after a show what we're doing with our lives, and we're so ashamed that our brains just kind of start melting down.
No, my personal theory is that talking with Andy Kwan for an hour drives you insane.
No.
Good point. Imagine putting up with him for an entire fucking day.
Oh, hey.
You had fun yesterday. Shut the fuck up.
You had fun, damn it.
Have some fun, damn it!
Oh god, can we talk
Do
about
the
one
outro,
last-
damn it.
Can we do one like we was doing Vince McMahon impressions in the middle of King's Cross?
We're trying to do the ending. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Da 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 da.
Don't sing.
Da, da, da,
Just
da.
tell Sam the story. We'll play the music over this.
Yeah, so basically we were in the middle of King's Cross Station,
That's an
and we were all waiting for a train.